everyone. So as you may or may not be able to tell, I'm pretty sure you can, I'm in my car. I've just finished my riding lesson. I thought I'd get this vlog done so that it's fresh in my memory. This isn't the most flattering angle. It's the only place I can put my tripod in my car. It's just resting on my passenger seat, so it's a little bit lower than I normally like, so you can probably see my double chin, but that's fine. So I think last vlog I said with riding it's like one good lesson, one bad lesson, and I was very wrong. It's one good lesson and so far 2 bad lessons. I won't know until next week if it's 3 or if I get a good one. I wasn't feeling well this morning, story of my life, so I was running a little bit late, and then when I was driving through the hills, I got stuck behind a driver who was purposely just doing like 20 k's below the speed limit the whole time, and I was just getting really annoyed, like, 'cause there was heaps of turn off lanes and they just completely ignored them, and there was like a stack of traffic behind me, so it wasn't just me he was pissing off, he was pissing off everyone, but whatever. But yeah, so I was just sort of panicking, not really panicking, I just wasn't calm, wasn't relaxed when I got here, so I don't know, I probably didn't go into the lesson the best. Sorry, this angle's really not flattering. I'm trying to find a nice spot. So when I got there, I had a quick look, saw that I was on Tarantino, and I was like, okay, cool, gonna have another lesson, a good lesson. And we started off in the top arena, just went for a little bit of a walk and then a trot up the hill to warm up. I came back and we've got the trot pole set up, and I was like, okay, that's fine, like Tarantino's okay with trot poles, I can trot him, it's fine. And we'd had to change the order because Tarantino was just a little bit quicker walking down the hill than Ted, so we overtook, so I was second in the line, and like it was sort of fine, but he was just very slow compared to what he normally is. Like no one was banking up behind him or anything, but like we couldn't keep up with the horse that was in front basically. It wasn't too bad when we were trotting, like we were able to keep up alright. There was still like a bigger gap than probably between like all the other horses, but we were still able to, you know, decently keep up. And then we went out for just a little bit of a walk, and when we came back, Michelle said that we were going to do some canter stuff. No, we were doing trotting again, but over a cavaletti. So there was pole and then the cavaletti and a little cross rail. And we were doing that at the trot, which is fine. Did that all right. It was starting to fall in on me a bit. Like, you know, he'd already earlier on been playing up, like he wasn't reacting to my legs as much as he had been in previous weeks. And I had a crop right from the start, so I don't know what was his problem this week. But yeah, so we were doing the cavaletti, we did it twice going one way, and then when we went to do the other way, Michelle said, oh, we're going to canter it. And I really struggle with canter work when it comes to cavaletti. The last time I did it, I basically had to piggyback behind somebody else, and we were so close, like he was going to come down on him, and it just wasn't great. So this time, because we were second in the line, the first horse was like a lot faster. And we weren't cantering the whole way around, like it was just you get to the cone and then you start to canter, so you're trotting up until that cone and then you canter. The first time he cantered for 2 strides and then went into, no, I don't even think he went to canter. He started to canter like the first stride and then he just stopped and went into a trot, so we trotted over it. The second time Michelle got the first horse to loop back around so that she was right in front of us, and he cantered well before the cone, which Michelle said was fine, just go with it, and that, like, we cantered over it that time. The second time I managed to get him to canter at the right point, third time he went over it in a canter, like cantered in the right point. And then the fourth time we just basically trotted and I felt like a fucking idiot. And that was when, like, we changed directions for turn 3 and 4. So I'd done one at a canter, and then the second one, like, he was just like, no, not listening to you. And like, I feel like I was fighting with him the whole lesson just to get him to do what I wanted, because the trot was so slow, and like getting him into it, I had to boot him, and you know, there was just like, it was just, there's someone coming out of the house. So I said a couple of weeks ago that they do weddings at the place that I ride at. There's a wedding party getting ready in Templewood House today. So that's who's out there. But yeah, so I felt like this whole lesson I was sort of just fighting with him, that he wasn't really listening to me. He was just doing what he felt like he wanted to do. It did make it a bit difficult. It is making me really reconsider whether this is the sport for me. As much as I love riding horses, I just don't feel like I'm improving like the others are. I don't know. Anyway, I just thought I'd do a quick one because I'm going to see a friend of a friend's horse. I don't know if you guys remember, a while back I mentioned that I'd had a friend of a friend reach out on Facebook saying that I could come and meet her horse and do some groundwork and stuff that we don't do with Templewood. So I'm finally going to get to see Silas and her today, and hopefully that goes well, and I might update you guys later if it does, or what we do, or whatever. If not, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.